What up, fam? It's your boy DTLF back with another pregame live stream as the Lakers get set to face the Warriors. If you guys haven't heard by now, it's a little late, but no LeBron James again tonight. A little bit concerned about his left ankle. All right, even though X-rays came back clean, he's been sore, so they're keeping him out for precaution. But we do get to see the new guys today, man. Who's hyped about that? All right, and we already got a brand new starting lineup. Now we figured there would be a two-guard lineup in the back. But Dennis Schroeder at the point guard, D'Angelo at the two guard, Anthony Davis, Rui Hachimura, and Troy Brown. I don't hate this lineup. I just wish it was instead of Dennis, I wish it was either Austin Reeves or Malik Beasley or something like that. But we got to get to see what this lineup is going to do. What is it capable of? How are the new guys going to look? All that good stuff. I feel you, LA Sports Life. I feel you, bro. But you know what? I'm gonna stay open minded and see how they come out looking. Right? Nathan says I feel like D'Lo is more of a playmaker too. Anyways, I like him at the combo guard. People forgot that. He had his best games with the Lakers back when we first drafted him, when Luke Walton finally put him at the two guard. Right? So it is what it is. But I'm curious to see everybody, not just D'Angelo Russell. I mean, we're gonna get to see Jared Vanderbilt. We're gonna have to get to see Malik Beasley, and let's see how the rotations look. With obviously no LeBron tonight, so it's not gonna be too telling. However, this is probably gonna be the starting lineup moving forward. Except instead of Troy Brown, it's probably gonna be LeBron James. So I am happy that Rui has solidified himself as a starter. So that is good. Hey, what's up, y'all? But I am excited for the new guys. Regardless, I know LeBron's not playing, but we have enough depth to win this game. We do. We have to start winning. Mo Bamba's still suspended. Yes, he is. He'll be out for at least a couple more for this game and the next. And after that, I think he'll be cleared. So hopefully we get him back soon. He said, who else has still got their D-Lo jerseys? I'm breaking mine out tonight. Man, listen, all my old jerseys and everything, I never get rid of them, whether it's a player I like or dislike. I'm still going to hold on to my Westbrook jersey, believe it or not, because it's dumb to throw them away or burn them and stuff. Come on now. You can at least hoop in them at the very worst, right? Hey, what's up, Tasia? Welcome. But yeah, the starting lineup for today, what do you guys think about it? Again, for those of you just tapping in, is Dennis Schroeder, D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, Troy Brown, and Anthony Davis. I don't hate it. It's not my favorite. I would have went with a different lineup for sure, but it's okay. It's okay for now. He said Vando should be on Wiggins. I agree, man. We're gonna need him for all the wings and even some small ball fours. He can switch multiple positions. He's a very good defender. He has good defensive instincts. So I look forward to seeing how he's utilized tonight. Is he gonna play heavy minutes? And all that good stuff. Ozzy, my guy said, you're worried we might fall too behind in the standings? I am worried. Every game matters from here on out. I mean, we got the new guys. We should have enough firepower. We got floor spacing with guys like Malik Beasley and D'Angelo. Anthony Davis has to be much better, though, tonight. Don't get yourself in foul trouble, especially because we don't got our backup Mo Bamba tonight. We got guys like Vando, Rui Hachimura for Troy Brown Jr., wing depth right there. And then Austin Reeves was phenomenal. I don't know why coach doesn't even consider starting him. But I told you guys, to me, he'd be a great starter. I'm not mad as long as he gets a lot of minutes, right? But yeah, man, of course I'm concerned. What is there, 25 games left, something like that? Not sure what the exact amount. I think it's 25 or 24. We need to try to win 16 or 17 of those at the very least, in my opinion. And the run starts tonight. I think we'll get a little infusion of offensive firepower with guys like D'Lo. I mean, he said it in his press conference. He cannot wait to showcase how he has matured as a player. So he said all the right things, man. I can't wait to see it either. Personally, Joseph said Ham needs to be fired. Backcourt Dennis and D'Lo. I'm telling you, bro, he's gonna try to run the smallest guards. Luckily, D'Lo's 6'5", though. Luckily, D'Lo is 6'5", so he's not that small. Although he's not necessarily known as a defender, he does have active hands and he can get in the passing lanes and stuff. But he's out there for floor spacing. I expect that to be much better tonight. Still very excited to see how the rotations work. I don't think this will be the final lineup. Obviously, LeBron comes back and somebody's getting replaced. But I do like the fact that we're using our 18-point per game scorer in the starting line right away, and D'Angelo Russell. So this is a welcome back party tonight, and he's going up against the former team, so he kind of knows what type of stuff they like to run out there, man. Yeah, I'm a little bit late today, man, but hey, better late than never, right? So, bro, Dennis and D'Lo are starting together. Are you surprised? I told you guys I wouldn't be shocked if they had a backcourt like that. Remember, Darvin Ham is a big-time Dennis Schroeder fan. He's coached him before, so don't expect to see him get replaced very easily unless he completely stinks it up. And then he had a great last game. You know, he dropped 20 plus points and he did it efficiently. So as long as he's playing like that, it's gonna be hard to replace him. I do like D'Lo at the 2. Offensively, it's gonna be tremendous. You get another playmaker there. You get somebody who can play off ball, catch and shoot. You get somebody who can also make good passes off of the screen and roll between him and AD, and just a high basketball IQ offensive player. Now he's mainly an offensive guy, and we want defense. Vando off the bench, guys like that. So, I can't wait to see, man. Tonight, it's gonna be exciting. I wish LeBron was playing, but I understand he's older. He aggravates something. You got to make sure that it clears up all the way. You don't want anything that can, end our season early. So we want to make sure tonight we have more than enough firepower to win it. It's up to coach to play the right rotations. If this starting lineup for whatever reason does not work, then I expect quick substitutions. I expect quick timeouts to stop. Obviously Golden State likes to run and gun. They like to get up and down. They don't have Steph Curry, but they're still very potent. So I expect us to make the quick adjustments, man. That's on Darvin now. You got the pieces now. All right, with or without LeBron, I'm expecting to win today. Nine says, who do you want for buyout? Terrence Ross, Danny Green, or Wesley Johnson? Wait, Wesley Johnson? No, I like Terrence Ross. I like Will Barton. I'll take Danny Green. I think if he comes back, I think he'll have a better. I think he'll fit better with this team than he probably did with the last team. But I think my favorite one is Terrence Ross. I wish he was I wish we were the favorites to land it. I'm hearing that Dallas is most likely going to be his landing destination. So, yeah, that's funny. My guy said Wesley Johnson, though. That came out of left field. I didn't expect that one. My guy Joseph on Cash App said Ham needs to be fired, backcourt of Dennis and D'Lo. Let's not shoot it down too quick, although defensively, I do think it'll be a struggle because D'Lo's not a defensive player. I prefer him at the 1, to be honest with you, running some point. But offensively, I think it'll be good for spacing. Now, personally, me, I would have started D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves, or D'Angelo Russell and Malik Beasley. Or even, something like that, like, a little bit more versatility there on the wings. But what is your guys' starting lineup in the backcourt? Do I ever miss Danny Green? Not really. He didn't have a great stint here, but I was mad that I believe these were some player fans, were slandering him and his family. Real Laker fans don't get down like that. That's ridiculous. It's one thing you can critique him on the court, you can all that, make jokes about him, but once you start, sending threats to the family, that's when I draw the line. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. It's never that serious. What will the second unit look like? Well, if we're starting this unit right here, Austin Reeves coming off the bench. Lonnie Walker had a phenomenal game last game. He'll be coming off the bench. I think Wenyen Gabriel should get some major minutes here. It'll be interesting to see who else is slotted out there. Max Christie, no LeBron James tonight, so Max Christie should get some PT for sure. But for me, this starting lineup is interesting. I wonder if this is what we have to look forward to when LeBron comes back, except subtracting Troy Brown Jr. and adding LeBron. Also, I would love to see some variation of Mo Bamba and AD once Mo Bamba is cleared to play. I would love to see that. Jonathan Ray says, at least we have a bench, flex the depth. Yes, man. And listen, it is very exciting and exhilarating for me that we don't have a player that when the substitutions are made, that we're going to be like, here comes this guy. Here comes that guy. He's going to kill momentum. So that's the best news for me. As long as we can play efficiency and consistent basketball and our leader, Anthony Davis, tonight shows up, I'm talking I need a 30-point game from him with at least double-digit rebounds and a couple of blocks, right? I expect nothing less from Anthony Davis. He hasn't lived up the last couple of games, so hopefully he'll have a nice bounce-back one. And then the role players got to step in and do their part. The new guys, can't wait to see how they contribute. I understand that it's their first game, so for me, I'm gauging them to see how comfortable they look I'm watching them to see how they mesh with our current players that were already on the roster. And, there's so many question marks. How many minutes certain players will get? Who's going to get snubbed? Who is Darvin Ham going to take minutes away from to give to some of these new guys? All those questions will be answered over the next couple of weeks. But for now, we take, tonight with a grain of salt, but let's hope it results in a victory. I think as long as we get a victory, no matter how sloppy it is or whatever, remember, new team, new players incorporated into a brand new scheme midway through the season. We got to give them a little bit of time to gel. However, we have enough firepower, man. And it's up to AD to lead us to victory tonight. No more excuses, y'all. Why no LeBron James? He has a left sore ankle. He's had it. He's been playing through it. And, we don't want to aggravate it worse. So hopefully he'll be – there's been rumors that the coaching staff wanted to shut him down till after the All-Star break, but LeBron and his camp don't want that for obvious reasons. We're trying to make the play-in. But, yeah, tonight, whatever it takes, man. Listen, we have the firepower to win no matter what. They don't have Steph Curry, okay? But we still got to worry about guys like Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green on the defensive end, guys like that. So it's not going to be no walk in the park, but I do believe this team has what it takes to win this game. Josue says, Dan, a bench of Beasley, Reeves, Vando, Christie, and Gabriel will be fun. Man, I cannot wait till we get our full complete roster with Bamba, and then we'll see the real bench and what the rotations will really look like, right? We need to see that. He said, hey, Dan, wasn't able to watch much of the live last show. For me to hear what's your take that I'm about to ask. He said, I'm about to ask you which acquisition players the Lakers made in a trade y'all most excited about. To be honest, man, all of them. I feel like they addressed every need. We needed shooting. For that, we got Beasley and we got D'Lo. We're talking about good shooters. Those guys are it. Okay? We needed wing depth. We got Vanderbilt, right? We needed size in the paint. We got Mo Bamba, right? Not to mention, let's not forget the latest acquisition, the one before that, right? Rui Hachimura. So we have plenty of size now. We kind of went away from the small ball stuff now. And even when Ham tries to play guys like Dennis and D'Lo in the backcourt, it's still not that undersized of a backcourt compared to, D'Lo and Pat Bev. You know what I'm saying? But I am concerned a little bit defensively about this backcourt, right? So let's see how Darvin Ham adjusts and whatnot. It's all about stopping momentum, calling timeouts at the right time, and substituting the right players to match up properly if guys are getting cooked out there, right? On the offensive end, I think we're going to be so much better when LeBron gets back, because now you got to pick your poison. See, if you double LeBron James and we move the rock, it'll eventually find one of the shooters, whether it's D'Lo, Dennis has been knocking down shots. If, any of the other guys, the new acquisitions are out there, hopefully they knock down shots. But look, at the end of the day, remember, these are new acquisitions, new system, new teammates. They got to get acclimated. Hopefully tonight is the start of that. But it's going to be hard because somehow we got to find ways to win while they're getting acclimated. And to me, that's on Anthony Davis and the coaching staff. Anthony Davis has to lead by example. He has to be just a dog. All right. He has to play fearless basketball and efficient. And then Darvin Ham has to make sure he places the right pieces at the right positions at the right time. So a lot of question marks will be answered, like I said, over the next couple of weeks. But people ask me, why do I still believe we can make it, right? Because the West continues to lose. I believe Portland got spanked the other night. The Sacramento Kings lost the other night. The West continues to lose. Who else lost? Did the Pelicans lose? A lot of teams continue to lose, so the door is wide open. We get on a nice little, 5-game win streak, 6-game win streak. We'll be right there, right? That's not out of the realm of possibility, especially with the new roster. Like y'all been saying, man, the new season starts tonight. They got to strap up, man. Go get ready for war. That's right, Jonathan. We do have mad depth, bro. Facts. Poor Dennis has to get cut now to stop this madness. Dennis has been solid, man. Dennis has been solid. However, if I'm Darvin Ham, I'm choosing a nice balance of defense and floor spacing, and that would mean Dennis would be the sixth man, right? He would slide into the role that Russell Westbrook had, right? So what that consists of is, for me personally, this should be the lineup when we have our full roster, in my opinion, right? I say D'Angelo Russell at the 1, Austin Reeves at the 2 for defensive purposes. Plus, he can shoot, play, make, and score, and plays well off of LeBron. LeBron at the 3. I'm doing AD at the 4 and Mo Bamba at the 5. And that gives us the perfect balance of shooting, right? Between Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell, they'll be sniping behind the arc. It gives us playmaking between D'Lo, Austin Reeves, and LeBron. Plenty of playmaking, and it gives us size with AD and Mo Bamba and floor spacing because both of those bigs can step out and knock down shots. That would be my rotations, And then off the bench, obviously, whoever's playing the best, right? Whether that's Lonnie Walker, Max Christie, obviously Rui Hachimura would be there. Vando, I mean, we got plenty of size down there. We still got Wenyen Gabriel. So, that's the way I'm running it if I was coach, because I need a balance of defense and offense. Right now with Dennis and D'Lo, you're getting more offense than defense because D'Lo's not known as a defender. Dennis, when he wants to be, could be solid, but sometimes he falls asleep defensively, right? Sometimes he looks like he's been playing Call of Duty all night and he forgot to close out on the three-point shot, right? So I need to have somebody like Austin Reeves out there with a D'Lo, and that would be perfect. That means no guards, 6'5" and under out there, right, to start. So that's my lineup. Tell me what you guys think of that one. I hope our new guys will be ready for the bright lights. Well, I know one of them is for sure. D'Angelo Russell, man. He's prime time. He hits big shots. He went to Brooklyn, hit some big shots, ice in his veins. He went to Golden State, hit big shots, ice in his veins. He went to Minnesota, hit big shots, ice in his veins. And let's not forget, rookie D'Lo was different, man. He was not afraid. You know what I mean? So, one of those things, man. One of those things. Let's see what happens, but very excited. He said AD is injury prone and shows no sense of urgency, no leadership. I think we should trade him if he doesn't produce this season. What do you think? Yeah, if he continues to get injured and he's not stepping up like we need him to, then yeah, I think we should explore every option in the offseason. However, I would prefer that he reverts back to his MVP form because that boy was cold, man. MVP AD for the first third of the season, nobody was talking about trades. Let's keep it real. And I told y'all, when he's healthy and he's right mentally, this dude is a force. So we're going to need that version of him tonight if we want to win. Because let's be honest, looking at their team, they don't even have James Wiseman no more. Or they might have him back because of the failed trade. But what I mean is they're lacking in the front court. That's our advantage. Our size versus the Warriors. They like to go small. Their advantage is running up and down, shooting threes. If we can slow them down on the half court and finish inside, force them to play some more half court offense instead of, jacking up threes and trying to play their game, we're not going to outshoot them. So we need to focus on half court execution, playing through our strengths, which is inside with AD. If LeBron was playing, it'd be even more inside. But bottom line is we got to take advantages of our size. This is one of the few teams we could bully down low right now that we still don't have Mo Bamba, right? So that's my recipe for tonight's game is, play highly efficient basketball, move the rock, but feed the beast in Anthony Davis. And, of course, don't turn the ball over. We did a great job of that last game. Hopefully that'll continue. And the rotation's got to be sharp as well, man. This is not a bad team. This is a good team. Even without Curry, they got a lot of snipers out there. Juan says, Dan, this is Mo last suspension game, 4th game. Is it? I haven't been keeping up with that, man. But whatever it is, man, I can't wait for him to debut, man. I'm excited to see a legit 7-footer. Listen, people don't know this guy has a 7'10" wingspan. This is why he was highly touted in college. 7'10" wingspan. He's athletic. He just had immaturity issues in Orlando, but under LeBron James and Phil Handy and our coaching staff, we can utilize those type of players, and hopefully they fall in line, because if he does, he was worth the price of admission. He's only 24 years of age, so he could be a part of this young core for the future, especially if he plays as good as I think he can, right? Do you think we'll pick up Terrence Ross? I hope so, man, but from what I heard, Dallas is the team that he's looking at, right? Because he can get a lot of minutes right there at the 3. So now they're gonna have Kyrie. By the way, they're 2-0 with Kyrie, and Luka hasn't even played yet, right? I've been watching because they were giving it to the Clippers the other day. That's gonna be a fun team. Big Chris Dubs, appreciate you, man. Does anyone else think D'Angelo Russell and The Weeknd look really similar? Oh man, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. Can Rui be a core part in the season comeback push for the playoffs? He can, man. Listen, his midi game is nice. He also can play a little bit of bully ball, go down low, use his body well to finish. I like his shot when he's wide open from mid-range and sometimes three. He can knock those down. Good size defensively. I've been watching him utilize his wingspan and his athleticism to guard, wings and stuff. He's been doing a great job. And he got some more help on the way in that front because Vando's on the way. So you know what? It's gonna be one of those things that I think, depending on how coach utilizes him, but if he is a part of the starting lineup, I like it because he gets out there and he runs in transition. He's another target for guys like D'Angelo and LeBron to hit, running on the open court when we get stops. He said Devon Reeds might not get much minutes, but we would see. Yeah, I don't know much about him, and I can't really break down his game. I didn't really watch him play for the Nuggets like that. I saw a couple of his highlights. You can't really tell too much based off of highlights. You got to see these guys in action, right? But let's see. Let's see if coach feels he needs him for if there's foul trouble or whatever, we might be able to see what he's capable of. I mean, you don't lose nothing by trying guys out, anyways. Should Darvin Ham be fired after this season if we don't make the playoffs minus injuries? That's tough, man, because, I'll be honest. I haven't been a huge fan of Darvin Ham's rotations and the way he was sucking up to Russ, but now Russ is gone. So I think we're really going to get to see what Darvin can do without Russ. He continues going small and not giving enough key players minutes, then maybe we'll have that conversation in the offseason. It's still too early. I want to give him time, right? I got to give this guy time. You guys know how I feel about rookie coaches. You got to give them time, and it's not fair, man. To be honest, the Lakers should never put him in position to have to coach such a negative, toxic player for 3/4 of the season, right? So, I said it when we acquired Darvin Ham. I just hope we trade Russ. That way he gets a clean slate. He didn't get that clean slate. So now we can really start judging him because guess what? Now there's no Russ. There's no, there's no cancer on the team, right? Great content like always. Keep it up, Dan. Appreciate you, Stilo. Thank you, bro. Coach Ham is going to mess up the starters. He wants to start Mo Bamba. He said he loves small ball too much. AD should play the 4, but Ham is going to get AD hurt playing the 5. We'll see, man. We'll see. Now it should really be facts over feelings, right? No more sucking up the players, right? No more $47 million bench players on your team. So may the best player play and give it whoever's out there that's playing their hardest on both ends of the floor and playing smart and, gelling well with the first and second unit. That's how you got to adapt your rotations, Darvin. So let's see if he can make the right calls. We already started off a little sketchy with both Dennis and D'Angelo in the backcourt, but I can't wait to see what D'Lo brings and then what those bench guys like Malik Beasley and Vando are going to bring to this team because they're hungry. They're young guys who are hungry, been playing for, mediocre franchises, and now they're on a real squad with the, where the spotlight shines the brightest, and some people can't take it and some people thrive in it. So let's see it. He said, Dan, thank God we got rid of Russ and Pat Bev. Tell me about it, man. You don't understand. We looked so much better in that first game, even though we lost it. But again, no LeBron James and no backups. At least tonight we get the backup. So we have the firepower to win. Will the coach and the players get it done? It's on them. All right, guys, it's going to wrap it up for me. I'll see you guys here for the post-game recap. We'll have plenty to talk about. We'll break everything down as far as what we saw from the new guys and even the current players. So I cannot wait to just, to dissect the whole game, all right, as a whole. So cannot wait. All right, guys. Really quick before I get off, major shout out to my sponsor, Prize Picks. And thank you guys so much, man, for all the love and support. This channel is growing tremendously. Keep hitting that like and sub. Truly helps the channel. If you already haven't hit that post noti bell. And I'll see you guys here right after the game, all right? Go Lakers, man. Let's get this dub, man. Let's get it rolling tonight. Let's start us something new, all right? Peace out.